Hello and welcome to Input Unknown. I am Carson.
I am Loren.
And today we're talking to you about new anime that's coming out.
And some anime that have already come out as well.
So the complete, the whole complete series.
Yeah. So like short series. One of them I wanted to talk about with you was whatever. Don't be so sad about it. Is what is it? I can't wait. Goblin Slayer. It's a series about a man named Goblin Slayer. Well, nicknamed Goblin Slayer, and all he does is just kill goblins. It's a really good series. I like the series.
I did watch it. I heard it was really dark, and then I read.
It's not.
I watched some parts of it. I was terribly disappointed. Everyone says the manga was darker. Read the first couple chapters of the manga. Then I was terribly disappointed. It's some people. So like I think I heard from someone, they described it pretty well. Where it's like the reason why people say it's dark is because they're so used to like Sword Art Online's like happy-go-lucky things. Okay.
They're like, oh goodness!
It could just kind of overhyped too. So people were like, "It's so dark. Oh, let me see." Oh, I've seen worse.
It's exactly. I didn't watch it because it was like, oh, it's so dark. It's so mortifying. It was. I liked it because of the story. The characters were interesting.
The story.
There wasn't a lot of plot. All right, I'm just gonna say that there wasn't a lot of plot. There was like maybe 2 characters with plot. Okay. But I love the story. It was such a good way of telling like a story about not people who are saving the world, but just an adventurer saving
one goblin body at a time.
Exactly. I thought it was a really good series, and I thought it was pretty fun. Okay. So that was whatever. I read the manga. I've watched the series. It's pretty good. And hopefully there's going to be another season for it. So I'd be down to watch the second season.
Good for you.
Whatever.
Okay. I mean, I can talk about some of the series that I'm excited that are getting an anime.
Yeah. There's 2 of them specifically.
I know, and it was weird because I just recently read them all.
We talked about some mangas, and then I looked them up, and I was like, oh wow, they're coming out with anime. One of them is Dr. Stone.
So I guess I'll go. Dr. Stone is about post-apocalyptic, I guess. Event happens which turns everyone on Earth into stone statues. Later on, pretty much some of the main characters, one who's called Dr. Stone, awakens. He just awakens. They don't really reveal how or why. He just awakens from this, and he finds a way to start unfreezing everyone else. Of course, it's thousands of years in the future, way in the future. It's actually a pretty good one. It does the kind of leads to the opposite of instead of how it's like nature and magic versus triumphs over technology. It's technology beating brute force and the primal of people. I guess you have to
the primal people.
Yeah, primal people. Pretty much, you have to read it. It's actually pretty good.
It's coming.
I enjoyed it.
Pretty soon.
I'd actually compare
it's coming out in spring.
It would be like Bill Nye the Science Guy if it was a manga. It's actually it was. I learned a lot. I learned a lot. I was like, huh.
It'll be very interesting. It'll be like how Food Wars does its
it shows the food
science.
Recipe.
Yeah,
it was actually they just show you how hard they have to work for the science. It was actually very interesting.
Yeah.
So I'd recommend reading it, and then when the anime comes out, I might check it out.
Yeah, I imagine you're going to check it out because you said it was one of your favorite manga series.
Oh,
it's one of them.
My brother liked it, and he said said I should probably check it out. So I did, and it was actually pretty good. Still ongoing. But another one was I was telling you about that I actually kind of liked was Kengan Asura.
Kengan
Asura. Yeah, it comes out weird because whoever's translating it sometimes spells it wrong or says it wrong. From what I've been reading.
Supposed to be coming out this year in Netflix of all series.
You said it had a weird animated style. Animations, or was it 3D?
So it kind of looked like he was doing 3D style with, you know how Berserk is right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of looks like that.
Okay.
But it could be just for those certain fights. It could be just a normal fight. I don't know.
I can see that.
It was just announced just a while ago.
Okay. Kengan Asura, if you want to know, it's another tournament anime. Literally, it just revolves around a tournament. Really cool fight scenes. Most of them are realistic. There's a couple of them that are questionable at it. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty good one. The fights are interesting. They go in depth about how some of the techniques work. You know, kind of like I guess if you those who read Baki or kind of Street Fighter. There's really no fireball. So if you don't like the supernatural, you might not like it. But the theory is sound. So, but it looks like it's pretty good. So I definitely watch that. Definitely for the fight scenes.
Yeah. We talked about Mob Psycho 100 season 2 coming up, man. So excited.
You got this.
Mob Psycho 100, if you haven't watched it, the art style is kind of a thing you have to get a little bit used to. It's made by the same creators who did One Punch Man. Which also, funny enough, is getting a second season as well. So, can't wait to see that. They already showed up the trailer and everything.
I only wish they'd go further in the manga. One Punch Man.
They are. It just takes forever.
They're taking their time. I guess, you've been working on Mob Psycho.
Mob Psycho is really good.
You work on that thing and you stopped working on One Punch Man for a while. I was like, come on.
It is what it is. But with Mob Psycho 100, it's about a boy named Mob. And, his name's not Mob.
I was like, is that really his name?
No, his name's not Mob.
I was going to say, is that really why it's called that?
I can't remember what his actual name is. It escapes me right now. But it's pretty much just him trying to live life without using his psychic powers. Mind you, he has psychic powers.
Doesn't work very well, does it?
No, it doesn't. Because he usually gets stuck in like different situations where it's like he is forced to use his psychic powers. Psycho powers. Well, dude, with some of the scenes in the first season, it pretty much was like, whoa, crazy. But that one's coming out. One Punch Man is coming out with season 2. Which, of course, if you haven't seen One Punch Man, what are you doing? You should totally watch One Punch Man. That's really good.
At least listen to the intro.
Oh, yeah. The intro gets you hyped.
The intro song.
One Punch! It's so great. But that one's coming out. And, of course, they're doing more of other series. That time I was reincarnated as a slime.
I haven't seen it. I heard good things about it.
I've read the manga. There's a light novel of it as well as apparently.
Oh yeah, Overlord.
Overlord.
Another season of Overlord's coming out.
Season.
I know.
It's so good.
Season 4.
Season 4. You should totally watch if you're a fan of like isekai series, which is another world in Japanese. You should definitely watch Overlord. It's pretty good. It's a little dark. Not. I said a little
darker than Goblin Slayer.
Yeah. With Goblin Slayer, you just see a lot of goblins dying. Well, and there's some humans dying. But whatever. But Overlords is a good series to watch. That time I reincarnated as a slime is also a really good series to watch. For something funny, if you want to watch Konosuba. Boruto is not an isekai anime, but it's a good series. They continue it right now after the Boruto movie. So there's more new stuff, and it's actually pretty good.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be kind of bad. I was like, they're just going to recycle the ninjas.
They
made it better.
There's actually talks about like politics and stuff without Ninja World.
I actually like it more
spoilers.
than the original Naruto.
Really?
Yeah, because they went all Super Saiyan in Naruto, and it got really kind of repetitive. How can they trump that? Oh, went back down to the basics.
They did a really good job with how they did Boruto. But those are just a few of the animes we're excited to see coming out this year.
Let us know what ones you're excited for and leave it in a comment section below.
Yeah, or if there's anything we should talk about, leave it in the comments. But I think that's it for this episode. So Thank you very much for watching. Like and comment again.
Be sure to subscribe to the Geeks of the Last Frontier channel.
And if you haven't already, watch season 1 as well. So we will see you in the next episode. Bye.